Since Stillmatic, I've been at it. Headbangers call me Masha Thrasher.
What is up, everybody? What is up? How you doing, Scorpio?
I'm good and blessed on another day on this beautiful, nice little Friday afternoon. How you
Definitely.
been, man?
I've been pretty good. Been pretty good. Let me just make sure we are playing everywhere so I can send this link out. Scorpio, we missed you on Wednesday.
I know I was having some technical difficulties on my side with both my phone and my laptop, but I was able to get it fixed and able to get it running for tonight's show. I
That's good.
apologize for that.
No, you're good. We're just glad to see you.
Of course.
We had a nice little discussion.
I did see the discussion later on.
Well, it wasn't really a discussion. It was just me. So,
hey, discussion to yourself is when we
discussion
all
with
do that.
myself. But
We
and
all
there was
do
a
that.
discussion because we were all of us, the collective, were talking. So, I guess you could say it was a discussion.
Exactly.
So we are playing on YouTube, and make sure we're playing on Facebook. Yes, we are playing on Facebook as well. Let me welcome everybody. Welcome. But today I'm excited. But I am Preacher. This is Scorpio. This is the Savage Collective, episode 8. And today we are talking about nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to save you. Ooh. So, not your friends. Like, at some point you got to realize in life, like, your friends aren't coming to rescue you. Your family isn't coming to rescue you. Motivation, luck, social media, everybody you know out on social media, some magical moment where life is suddenly going to get easier. That's not going to, like, come and rescue you from whatever it is you're going through. And for some people, when they realize that, it like breaks them, that nobody is coming to save you. But that realization, Scorpio, what's that?
That's a dark thing. I mean,
it absolutely 100% to realize that nobody is coming to save you. One is a horrible thing to realize, but then at two, it's something that can build you, because the moment that you begin to realize that, and you stop waiting for someone else to come save you, you realize that I need to take ownership for my own life.
I get that part, but it's still a dark way to
100%. 100%. But it's a title that catches.
No, I get that.
And that's
I
why
get
we
the
have
title.
the episode. And that's why we have the episode.
I get the
talk about
episode, and I get that I get that part, but like in my opinion, that sounds like it's like what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it seems like, in my opinion, that's not a true fact. Like,
no, it's not.
I mean, you realize it yourself. You realize yourself that, you know, a lot of things that you depended on, you know, it doesn't necessarily, it's not in your control. And I think that's one of the things that kind of is like the scary part. Like, you're not in control anymore.
100%.
And I think nobody wants to give that part of them up. Like,
absolutely,
it's hard
not.
to sit there and say, oh, like, it's hard enough to say I have an addiction, but then
100%.
in your sobriety to sit there and say that I have no control. I need to, obviously, me having my hands on the wheel didn't turn out right. So
see, but that is where the power in it is, because like we can't just rely on one person. We can't rely on not even ourselves, because like you said, when we are powerless. That's the first step, to realize that we're powerless. So we can't even do anything to save ourselves, like, fully. And so that's why we're talking about it. And it goes along the lines, we know we can't save everybody. Like, we can't really, at the end of the day, we can't save anybody. Someone has to come to that realization that they need it more for themselves than we want it. And
Yeah, all
so
we can really do is put the information out there, and we
100%.
can all, and then we can be there for you. That's easy to do, to be there and give you advice and try to guide you. But everybody has to take that walk down the road themselves, unfortunately.
And
Which is,
that's why nobody is coming to save you. Like, you have to. A lot of people stay stuck where they are because they're waiting to feel motivated, whatever, maybe motivated, waiting for life to calm down a little. Look, for forever I was like, yeah, like, I'll start the podcast. Like, when we took the little break, of like, I'm waiting for the perfect time. Like, we'll do this, but I'm just wait, like, so motivation, support, things like that. And so we can't wait for other external things to happen. Like, we need to get up and start doing it. That's how things get done. Like, you have to get up and start doing it. We can't. Waiting becomes procrastination at the end of the day.
yeah, I agree. I can agree with that. A lot of people procrastinate in their lives in without being in addiction. So
Mm-hmm.
when you add addiction on top of that, to 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 kind of make a choice on what you're doing in life, it's not with in addiction. That's one of the hardest things to do. You know, when you're out there on the streets or doing your thing, how do you decide, like, this is the time? Is it now? And what? Because no, you know who's help you. A lot of people, they want help,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't know what kind of help.
Absolutely.
And then it becomes like you're saying, no one comes to help you part is like, now I don't know what to do, so I want somebody to come and tell me what to do.
Mm-hmm.
But no one's gonna do that. And
No.
even if someone does, are you honestly gonna listen to them? That's another thing. So yeah, I knew there were plenty of people in my, past addiction, that they told me what I was doing was wrong. They told me of places to go to fix it. I didn't fix it. It took something drastic in my life, like me getting into trouble, for me to realize, okay, this is a issue and maybe I need help. And then
Absolutely.
I still didn't get it. I still needed people to have my back and watch me and kind of hold me accountable for a lot of what I was doing. And then it just clicked, like, this is not the life that I should be living. I should be doing better. And
Mm-hmm.
I owe it to myself and to the people around me that care about me to do better. And then you kind of pull out of it. But I mean, it's a lesson that unfortunately takes time to learn, and a lot of people aren't lucky in the time frame that they have. Because again, we're playing with our lives out there. So for some of us, eventually the clock runs out, and it's an unfortunate thing. That's why being a peer counselor or being anywhere in the sobriety counselor lifestyle is a hard lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
because you put a lot of your heart into a lot of your clients. And then, but you got to remember that it's their road, not yours.
Well, and
And
it becomes a slippery slope, because you have to know where that happy medium is. Because
yeah,
we've talked about it. We, like, you want to give to people who are in addiction. You want to give to people who are um, in the slumps, I guess you could say. But and we've talked about it. Like, you want to give to the point of, I want to give this so that you can stay alive long enough to come to that realization that I need to do this. But at the same
Right.
time, some people take advantage of that. And so
Yeah.
where you're helping some survive long enough to get to that point, you're helping some stay comfortable where they're at. And so it becomes a slippery slope, because for some you might be prolonging them hitting rock bottom, and they would have hit it a lot earlier, but because you were helping them, like, I think my headphones just died. But you're helping them to the point of, like, okay, I'm just gonna stay where I am because I'm able to survive, and so they aren't able to hit their rock bottom. And so it's you that I think that goes into it's hard uh, working in that recovery like field, because you don't want to help them to the point where they don't come out, but you want to help them to the point where they can come to the realization that I need out.
I think it's more about decision making, honestly,
Absolutely,
on our part as
it's
peer
discernment.
counselors. You know, our job is to kind of know that line, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and for most of us, we know that line and when to tell it. There's only so much I'm gonna help you with. Like, no, you can't. You know, as a peer, no, you can't. I'm not gonna let you come to my home, but
100%.
I have no problem guiding you into certain things. Like, we're people that can hold your hand to just a certain point, and then it's up to a peer to know, okay,
When
I
to
can't
walk
hold your
away.
hand anymore. Yeah, like my job is done. And I mean, as a peer, your job's never done.
Mm-mm.
But for now, I'm gonna let you take the rest of this walk. Doesn't mean later on I won't walk with you down the path again, but there has to be a point, a fork in the road where that person has to take the steps by themselves. And
Absolutely.
it's a positive thing. You know, you need to take that road by yourself because then you learn independency and you learn to do things on
You
your
gain
own,
clarity.
which, yeah, and a lot of clarity. And then you figure out what the issue was and how you fell into addiction. Was it my spirit that was broken? You know, am I spiritually not fit? You know, am I not in touch with my higher power? Do I struggle in that area? Or is there something seriously wrong with me, as in, you know, I something that's out of my control and I have a mental issue that I need help with. It takes time to kind of figure it out, but again, it's a road that unfortunately you have to take on your own. I'm actually lucky enough that I realized it early on with, like, this wasn't the road that I wanted to go down, but
There's some people
because
who were on that road for years and years
and
and
it's
years.
scary. It's
It's
scary to
scary.
watch that. You know, it's scary to go into, like, you know, the bus depot and you see, you know, an old man that's in their 60s, 70s, and they're still, you know, lost, you know, and God only knows how long they've been lost, you know, and you could tell, and as a person that's been addiction, you can always tell somebody that's using and that's just got that glazed look over their eye, like you're high and gone, and but
Yeah.
you're still out here, you know, and you can tell by the clothes, you know, because you don't care about how you look at that point, and it's already hard enough to take care of yourself at a certain age, and now you've just said fuck it, like, so it's hard to see that. Um, I try my best to kind of use it as motivation, you know, to see like, yo, I don't want to be lost like that. I don't
Yeah.
ever want to have to ask somebody, I need you to pull me out this hole, or I've dug myself so deep in my addiction again that I need help. And unfortunately, now, as we get more years tacked onto our sobriety and we start to grow and we are not in our addiction anymore, it makes it even more of a death sentence if we relapse. Because now, as we get our bodies clean and our minds clear, if we relapse now, it would kill us.
Mm-hmm.
We would go out there and spend $20, and basically it's a death sentence for some of us because our health can't take that, especially as we
Absolutely.
get older, you know. And the drugs aren't the same anymore either. You know, the drugs are like 10 times stronger, and it would probably it would I like me personally, it would probably put me down. If I took what I used to take when I was in my addiction now, it would kill me. Literally kill me. And I look at some people that I still know that are in addiction, and I'm just surprised that they're even still doing it. I'm like, dude, like we're not young bucks anymore. How is your body even still doing this?